Hey, hello everybody. I know it's been a while. Life's gotten in the way, mental health has gotten in the way, you know the drill. But, even though it says something else on the stream, don't worry about that. We're gonna worry about that another time. I did have to change what I'm actually playing, because even though I thought I put the right game, it didn't register, but it's okay. Um, so we're gonna be playing some hard space Shipbreaker today. And what that is basically like a sort of space salvage kind of game. If you never heard of it before, you're about to find out what it is. And yeah, basically, the idea of the game is like, oh, this company contacted you and was like, hey, we want to offer you a job. And they're like, it's out in space, you can do what you want, kind of deal. But then later on, you find out they charge you $1 bazillion to get up there and everything, and this is all on you now. And you have to try and work off your debt, which probably not going to happen anytime soon. But anyway, let's get straight into it and let's have some fun, shall we? So, I will show you all what this game is about. I'm going to play the game on the free play mode. So that way I don't have to worry about things like oxygen, I don't have to worry about anything like that. There we go. So I don't have to worry about oxygen or anything like that, but we're going to see what happens. So, by a company called Lynx Salvage in the game. So for those of you who just joined us, yeah, we're just going to be having fun. We're going to be doing what we do today, and going from there. Yep. Okay, so these are some of the ships we can deconstruct on the free play mode. Yep, whatever. Okay.
Hey, Cutter.
This is our little thing going on.
The name's Weaver. I'm the foreman for yourself and a couple of other shipbreakers in this region. And welcome to your new home.
Hopefully everyone can hear it alright.
This is officially called a ready-made long-term employee habitation something or other.
So, yeah,
around here,
we're just kind of going with it, and yeah.
Alright, let's start a new shift and pick your first ship to work on.
Okay, so before we do anything else, just a little thing I need to do here. Around, so just that. And I just need to change a little setting. That's all I needed to do with that. But essentially, yeah, we're going to be playing this game. We're going to be having a little fun doing it. And we go from there. So, we're going to go straight to our workstation. These are our tools that we get to use. Our suit, we can mod it. We can put stickers on it and stuff. We can do all the kinds of fun stuff we want. Bit of decor we can put on where we live, so like our little kitchen area or bed. Employee terminal where we can look at like emails and stuff. I got a bunch of messages. Gonna ignore most of these. Company stuff. But yeah, if you look up at the top, that is how much money I need to earn back, somehow. I need to earn back all of that. That's how much debt I have for what I did. Yeah, I'm just gonna get straight to it and start my shift. And we're gonna pick out a spaceship to take apart. So let's see. I'm gonna choose this one. This one looks like. So, I got a bunch of like cutting tools, stuff I can do with this. This is my grapple tool.
She's all yours, Cutter.
And then I have my cutting tools, stuff like that.
Processor. Aluminum goes in the furnace.
Yeah.
Try to salvage the entire ship if you can. We call it using the whole buffalo. You'll hit your certs faster that way and start knocking out that debt of yours.
Yeah.
Okay. Your primary goal is to get to the next rank. Good luck out there, Cutter. Weaver out.
Yep. So because I disabled it, I'm not worrying about oxygen levels, so just ignore the O2 tank thing down there. I will have to worry about fuel. Yeah, we're just gonna kind of cut this ship up and go from there. Kind of chill, calm game. Not a lot to it. Now, it does tell me what I need to cut and what I need to salvage and so on, so this needs to go down there to the barge. I'll just head down there. Some of the stuff needs to be recycled, some of the stuff needs to be processed, it all depends. So, for example, this thruster needs to be salvaged for the barge, so I'm going to get out my cutting tool, cut this joint area here. Okay. Cut this joint, then I can straight up just grab this and push it down there. That easy. It'll tell me what needs to go to the barge, what it needs to go to where, so I basically just need to salvage this thing. That off. And there's no real time limit in this game, or at least not in free mode. In the story mode, there is a little bit more like time schedule thing you need to go on, but hey, we're just doing this for fun.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
That is there. Yeah, I just figured I'd play a bit of a cozy game today. I don't know how long I'll play for, but got there when we get there. Right now, I just want to see how much of the ship I can take apart, and so on.
Credits deposited.
Yeah. I guess I should see what's inside this ship, because I tend to take them apart, like, piece by piece. And one of the easiest ways to do that is to get inside the ship. There was a hatch over here, though. Yeah, we're just kind of in space, so up is down, down is left, right is up, I don't know. Okay, so collect the credit value. Not really sure what that does, but yeah, there's a couple things you can pick up as well, so like fuel, grab this. Any oxygen tanks, if I need them I can do that. I don't need oxygen right now, I'm just going to pick it anyway, just... Yeah. Ooh, chips. Doesn't let me eat it. Okay. I'm going to put those in the front. Bottle. So, I'm going to basically just like cut all these points at the bottom. And then, once I've cut all those, the bottom should drop out and should make a lot easier. A couple on either side. Need to salvage things like the seats and so on, because they can obviously better usage. It might not seem like a dangerous game now, but if there's like fuel tanks or anything that, you know, catches fire in space, it's not a good idea. Can go to the processor, so oh, there. Yeah, just kind of do that. So yeah, that can all go in the processor. There's no that, so right up. Drag it over here to the blue area. Enough. Yeah. Should be able to do the same thing with the next panel. Yep. Down a little bit.
Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded.
That one towards that direction. Direction here. That way. Once it gets close enough to it, it'll get dragged in anyway, so I'm not worried about it. Just getting it to that point. Yeah. Giving me a bunch of money back for doing that. The rest of the stuff, I'm pretty sure just goes into the bar. Air kit. Patch-up kit. Grab those just to get rid of them. Hey. No, I got an achievement for doing that. That's cool. I'm gonna do this. That goes into the furnace.
Salvage secured. Account
Could let me eat him, game, but you aim like that. Back to the large. Seeds can be repurposed, reused.
Credit applied.
Back on other ships. Same thing with the light fixtures.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
And yeah, there should be. Oh. And yes, I'm upside down.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credit
Oh.
transferred.
All the seats. Yep. So now it's just looking for anything else that needs to go into the barge before I start taking more lights. Grab these. Oh, and then I can go on the barge as well. Alright, that's almost everything. These lights go on the barge
Applying credit to
too.
account.
Those.
Salvage
Is
secured. Credits deposited.
or console can also go down there. I think that's everything that goes on the barge. Grab his bottles, shove it in the furnace. A light down here that I missed. Okay, so that's the interior part of that. There's also like bits in here that I need to salvage in certain ways. Like these storage bins can be reused. Get this door off. Behind us. Ah, I think that's where the fuel and stuff. Careful. Well, outdoor. I guess it's not going to come. We'll do that in a minute. Yeah, there's some cargo in here. There's the thrusters. A few other bits in here. Let's pick this up. Those are out the way. Yeah, that's what I got to worry about. This orange fuel tank. That thing can explode. Gotta be careful when I get that. But for the moment, I am going to take apart the rest of this bit. Up the points here. Pop the ceiling out. Up. See, that just popped out. That should be as simple as just shoving it in the processor as possible. There. This one, do the same thing. Yeah. I might try and get inside here and see if I can.
Processing object. Applying credits to account.
Find a gap that I can get through. Unless I go through here. Yeah, if I go through this way, I can get through. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Cut a few of these anchor points. Everything will sort of loosen. Do it. Here. Cut as many of these as possible. I know it's really bright. I'm sorry about that. We gotta loosen everything somehow. I gotta be careful. Like this right there. Even if I just nick it with my laser cutter. Everything. Be careful. That should have loosened panel. Yep, those will just come right off. Alright, you have to get rid of light. Here. Sure.
Salvage deposit.
We'll
confirmed.
process it. Yeah.
Applying credit.
Should be able to tether things. I don't remember how on this. We'll work that out in a bit. I can go straight into the process on the issue. Oh, for these on these other panels. Yeah, I can. This one. Oh.
Processing valuable deposits.
Also scan and see like what stuff it's made of, where things are. These should all just. Now this panel I need to take part of it more because I need to take this hatch out. Airlock. Cut these points here. Cause one there and then I think one on the other. Cut them. And be able to remove the hatch. Go on the barge, not into the process. If you mess things up, you lose money. Not good. You're just sitting there, you can go into the thing. More. Launch that in. Same with you, but come on. Go. Both of you need to go in there. You go down there. I guess I forgot to take one of the lights out. Oh well. Plenty of slide panels. One of the panels must have had that in it still. Okay, so now with this one I gotta be very careful. Pick the light out. I want to damage that fuel tank. But very carefully. It's a good way of doing it, so be able to slowly bring it on. It's like in. There we go. Okay, it didn't hit anything. That's good. Be able to that now. Actually, they're not as fragile as I'm here, but I need to make sure I don't cut them right. Everything load and all these giant chunks of money. Okay. So, just be able to break this. Action. Right behind the fuel tank. Get in here. Launch it. Process is right behind. Yeah. So, what the game all about. Kind of fun. If you like sort of chill, cozy games where you're doing whatever, this is a good one to start with. Especially if you like sci-fi stuff like I do, if you like weird and funky and interesting. And that salvage gold too, which is good. Now the thruster should be easy enough to get out, so I'll be able to do this from the back. Thruster should only really be held in by two connections. One over here. And this one. This will go into the process. Well, a lot of stuff seems to go in the processor. A lot of like the raw materials will go in the furnace. Launch that into the processor. So there we go. Thruster taken care of. Now just needs to be the rest of the panels and such. Done. Go in furnace. Go into the furnace. Yeah, the chassis will go into the front. Go into the processor. Points. Fuel tank. Yeah, most of this will go into the furnace once I take it apart. If I do take it apart, I can just cut it into smaller pieces. Here. Okay, I'm probably gonna disconnect the board. A lot easier. Okay. Shut the floor in the processor. Does anything? Check. Oop. Grab. Grab. Area, yep. So now I can get rid of some of the other stuff. Out in there. Here.
Deposited. Applying credit to account.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, I should be able. Alright. There's a gap somewhere. Cut free. Get in here somewhere. That isn't coming on. That's just. Take off the ceiling. That. Is ceiling should. Oh, I think if I disconnect the that needs to go in the processor. Will come off as well. Those things in the processor. Don't disconnect everything from the main fuse. First. Okay. So. Cut the. Disconnect the light, this, which we didn't do last. Put that in there. Looks like I showed something correctly and whatever.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
Okay. Bring that one there. Ready. And yeah.
Deposit accepted.
It's on the back area here. Good. Remove this without any problems. Bring it where it's supposed to go, which is in the processor. There. Should be able to remove this bit. Here. It decides it wants. We've got to get in there some. May only be achievable through the front. Going through the back is not. Need to buy more fuels. Let's go do that real quick. For ourselves. Back to my little habitation thing. Buy some fuel. I can just attach myself to it and be back where the rest there is. Yeah, so my fuel's getting a little low. Okay, my health is fine and everything. Yeah.
Welcome to Vintage
That was fuel.
for your purchase. Have a nice day.
Moment. Yeah, this is the kind of game I can just kind of sink myself into for hours and enjoy. Not really a lot of thinking involved. The game kind of does it for you. Yeah, it's just a fun little game if you want to play this kind. Alright, there. Connect this. If we can get into it that way. Let's connect the cockpit. That does connect the cockpit, I hope so. That doesn't do anything, no. Okay. That does connect to something. What that something was, I don't know. Trying to get into here somewhere. If I can. Something is still disconnected to something on the inside. work how to get on the ends first. Alright, well let's start with some stuff in the cockpit. A lot of this needs to go to the barge. Where's that? Put it down there. There's a little bit of a gap now. I think we did disconnect the cockpit. Tiny bit of a gap, like. Closer to get to that cut point. We're getting somewhere. Alrighty. Here. I got it stuck somewhere. Guess that's gone. I love video games. They defy physics.
Salvage registered. Transferring credits.
Okay. Work out a way to get this bit off. Kind of done. Still being attached here. This should just come off. Ooh, we got a thing. Did a thing. Now I should be able to see the inside of the rest of the ship. This should be able to go straight into the processor, which should grab it and do that. Okay.
Object processed. Transferring credits.
Got all these connections now. Bearing in mind I have to be very careful around the oxygen tank. It's good for hang off some of these panels. But yeah. Connecting, which is good. Lights. Let me the right way up.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Alright. Bring this that direction. Be able to do the same thing. Oh.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Yeah. Pretty good with this one. Mark. Got fuel tank out.
Valuable object accepted for processing.
And I should be able to.
Salvage goal
Good
cleared.
stuff.
Rewards allocated.
Salvage goal 3. Almost done with this ship.
Salvage deposit
Able to
registered.
panel.
Account credited.
Off. Into the process. Worry about. this. Do.
Processing valuable deposit. Credits transferred.
Okay, I think this whole big section here is literally just going to go into a process. I'm going to deal with the rest. Should be able to shove this furnace. Now, I remember how to use tethers. We're about to find out. Break. Place tethers. Right click. Hopefully, should just be able to do. So this. Oh, I don't have any tethers. I don't have those yet. I need to unlock them. Don't have tethers just yet. Doing this the old-fashioned way of just launching it in the right direction. Good thing it doesn't hit anything. Or get sucked into the wrong area. Kind of going towards the furnace. Go towards the salvager. That's right, what do you call it? That's right. Dig it. This whole section here can probably just get shoved straight into a furnace. Can't do that. Oop. That didn't work. I guess it's heavier than I am, so that didn't work at all. Oh. Look like it. But what I can do, and this is the fun part, is I can cut it into sections. We could just straight up cut it in half by doing this. Cut everything up. Yeah, I'll lose a little money doing this. Whatever. I'm just trying to cut it up into pieces, right? Not terribly worried about that. Up a little better. Yep. I just cut it into a section. Just gonna do the same thing on the other side. Salvage it better. That just by itself. Got this one in the furnace now. Panel. Furnace.
Raw material deposited.
Made of aluminum, so better cut this in. Work on cutting this off. Better. I cut that off. Cut this. Okay, so that should now make that into able to launch by itself. Take this back a bit. Good. Now shove that back piece straight into the furnace. The whole furnace would. And I'm thinking with this back piece, if I just cut these main parts here, if I just make a cut right there, and one right here, you'll just be able to take these two panels and put them straight into it. Let's test this thing. Okay, that works. I'll line them up properly.
Credits deposited.
Oh. That's fine. I lose a few bits and pieces. I'm gonna grab this one. And then this panel.
Deposit accepted.
Okay, so now we're just left with a few little remnants that we get rid of, and then we basically just have to cut up the cockpit and we're done. No. Cockpit shouldn't be that bad. Main thing about this is just getting everything off. But listen, well, I can't just shove the whole thing into a processor. Parts of it that don't go in a processor, parts of it that do.
Applying credit.
Gotta make sure I'm doing it properly. Front end can come off. That's its own piece. That'll go into the processor. Okay, so we're just left with the hospital cockpit. Launch that over there. Metal. We get everything applied here before we shove in the furnace. That's basically done. That's our first ship. Done.
Salvage
Lock
registered.
down.
Transferring credit.
Off. There.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account. Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
There we go.
Salvage deposit secured.
Okay,
Credits
salvage
awarded.
level 4, nice. Probably get level 5 before this. That just went all the way over there. That is now lost in space. Well, you can't get that back. It's okay. That's all that I need to get out of you. Just gonna shove the rest straight into the... That probably... So... Should be that ship done. Yeah, we got nothing left. Come on, go. Furnace. In. There we go.
Material deposited. Account credit applied.
Okay, that is that ship. Now I'm just gonna double check, because let's say we still got some stuff to do. Pretty sure I got rid of the whole entire ship last I checked. What I might do is just leave it at that for now, because that's pretty much it. That's the ship that we're gonna do. I just wanted to show off this game a little bit, see if anyone was interested. But yeah, I haven't streamed in a very long time, and I am trying to get back on track with that. I do enjoy streaming and playing games with you guys. Hopefully within the next couple of weeks I will have more time to do that, and we can get down and do that. Now, I am going to enter my hub. Yes. And we're going to end there for today. So this is what I managed to do this time around. I destroyed a couple things. Happens. And this is the amount that I've got back, but I still have this loads of money. But anyway. Hope everyone had a wonderful time today. I know I did in playing this game, and I hope I will see you all soon. I will be trying to post more. Hopefully, I'll be able to fix whatever happened last time I tried to stream. But yeah, I'll see you all later. Have a wonderful night and a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.